Good morning, everyone. Hopefully, everybody hears me loud and clear. We are here on a big, exciting day. We have got the release of the Garrett, Vortex, and the Storm series. Hope everybody's having a wonderful week so far. Appreciate you guys taking time out and be with us this morning as we await on the Garrett site to start the video, and hopefully that's going to be real soon, which I think we're looking at 7 minutes and 42 seconds right now. So it's going to be pretty exciting, I know, for a lot of people, and I know a lot of people have been waiting on this machine. Of course, I've been real excited about it, and I think that it's going to be something's going to be a lot of fun because we haven't seen a machine from Garrett in a while, and I think that's attributing to a lot of the excitement. Good morning, everyone. Let's give a couple of shout outs. We got 20 of you in here. I appreciate everyone being here this morning and me being able to do this live stream, because I'm not working right now, but I am working in a roundabout way. So, but anyway, appreciate everybody being in here. NC Relic, thank you for being in here this morning. Michael is at work, so he's going to be tuning in. Mr. Stinky Ass Cat's with us this morning. Mr. Kerry Pope's here with us. Appreciate Kerry being in here. Workman's Adventure is in here with us this morning. Mr. Edward G's in here. Appreciate him being here. Clad Chad is in here. Glad to have him in here. He says more Garrett Jones. Let's hope not. I don't think it's going to be that. Let's be positive about it. Digging Daryl's, hello guys and gals. Appreciate him being in here. Metal Detecting Northwestern Wisconsin. And Digging Daryl says, good morning, Teach. And always Digging Daryl, love having you here with us. Mr. James Bazell's in here with us. Mr. Tex Kinsey's in here with us. Glad to have Tex. And Mr. Jason Dunn. So yes, let's see what this thing's going to be. What do you guys think? What are y'all hoping for? Is the big question. What do you think this machine is going to be? Now, I'm hearing it's a series, but what do you guys think it's going to be as far as price point and as far as features? What do you think those things are going to be? USMC says this is like old retriever with Bush's baked beans. Roll that beautiful bean footage. Right. I'm ready to see it myself. Here goes. 6 minutes left before they actually do this. Nancy Relic Hunter says multi-frequency, waterproof, fast and light. Can you guys hear the video on y'all's end? Because I don't know. I mean, I can hear it. Gas Cat says he thinks it's going to be around $600. Workman's Adventure says, yeah, that's what he's thinking. Plastic Cat says, he says, I can't watch this. My wife said no more metal detectors. Edward G says, I'm guessing price high as most Garrett's products can be, but on legend level and lower. That's what I'm thinking too, guys. So, we'll turn this down just a little bit while we're waiting. And everyone still hear me loud and clear. I turned that down while we're waiting. So, this should be really interesting. I'm looking for, like what Michael said, I think a multi-frequency, waterproof, fast and light. I think that's what we're going to see. Really interested to see what the screen and the audio is going to be. Appreciate that, Edward G. But they said, Stink Ass Cat says, hey, yeah, I'm hoping it's some new technology in it. And that's what I think is going to happen too. I think there is going to be some new technology with it. What it is, I don't know. So I was really hoping to see a colored screen, maybe. Yeah, Michael says turn that elevator music down. I did try to turn it down. Let's see if I can turn it down some more. I just want to make sure you guys can hear me. when I turn everything down. So we got 3 minutes and 50 seconds. We're rolling right along. The shaft, is it going to be a carbon graphite shaft? The cuff we've already seen, it's going to be blue. Is the coil going to be blue? You know, who knows? Is the shaft going to be blue? I don't know. So I think it's going to be real interesting. And, you know, of course, I'm a big relic hunter, so I wanted to be able to separate. But I know a lot of the beach hunters are looking for a beach machine too out of Garrett, which I think would be really, really nice as well. Edward G says, I like to see something new myself to push these other companies to keep pushing new limits. I agree, Edward G. Good morning, Brian. Glad to have you in here. Thanks for being in here with us today. Nickat's Cat says, I'm also hoping that the head unit is a lot more compact. Yeah, I mean, on the Apex, that head unit was a little wide, a little big. I'd rather it be more longer than be wider. So we'll see what that does. Good morning, Matthew. Glad to have you in here with us this morning for this special event, special live stream on a Tuesday morning. We're at 2 minutes and 33 seconds left. So I know a lot of us are real anxious to see what's going to happen here. And we're all just discussing, you know, what we think some of these things could be. You know, the screen is the one thing I'm real interested to see. Is it going to be a colorized screen, or is it going to be something else? You know, I don't know. There's a lot of the Garrett team right there. You guys see Bigger Dawn, Aqua Jigger, Treasure Hunter, KG and Ring. USMP 615 says, I wouldn't think it would be no more than legend money, much more, and they price themselves out of the middle of the road market, which is already established Line Labs and not. Right, I think it's going to be middle of the road too. That's my guess. And I think we talked about this on the live stream, but that's my guess too. I think it's going to be middle of the road. So we're going to see. We're not too much longer, a minute and 35 seconds. So this should be really, really, really interesting. What do you think about coils? Do you think it will come with a 12-inch coil, an 11-inch coil? Are we going to have different options of coils for this machine? Yeah, Brian says he'd like to see on the color screen as well. I'd like to see different options with coils too. Alan Olson says, go Garrett, go. Yes, go Garrett, go. So it's coming. And we're hoping that we're going to have one of these machines in our hands really, really soon. So I can show you guys this. Yes, I do think it's going to be more than one machine. I think this is the first release in the series. So, you know, when those other machines are going to come out, I don't know that. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, Tex Kinsey says he's hoping for a fast release. I think we're all hoping for that too. My guess is we probably won't be waiting that long. Maybe 2 weeks, maybe a month. But I wasn't thinking long. Ryan Oler says, Olier says, yes, a 12-inch coil. Yeah, I think it's going to be a 12 or 11-inch coil that comes out with it initially. Are they going to include some packages, you know, sort of like what Nocta did and Line Lab did with their machines? So that'll be interesting to see what happens. Stink Ass Cat says it would really help sell if it has 11-inch and then a sharpshooter coil included. I think so. I'm with you on that. All right, here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Vortex is here. On behalf of everyone at Garrett Electronics, I would like to welcome you to our live reveal and extend a big Texas thank you to all of our loyal Garrett customers around the globe. To those of you who are not yet Garrett customers, we hope you see something here that excites you today. We're thrilled that you've chosen to spend a little time with us today to hear about our revolutionary new detector line. And by the time we're done with this event, we hope to have answered all your questions about the Vortex and to have clearly explained why Vortex is changing the game for metal detecting enthusiasts. Now, without further ado, let's watch the Vortex launch video. Join me as we travel into the Vortex.
So here comes the launch videos, guys. Here we go.
It's here. The Vortex by Garrett has arrived. Revolutionary, visionary, extraordinary. Look into the earth with precision and depth. Understand the target before you dig. Find less trash, more treasure. Introducing our ground-busting, multi-dimensional, multi-frequency technology. A complex analysis of a target's conductive and ferrous properties. See multiple targets on one screen. Simple ferrous or iron targets appear in this lower ferrous scale. Desired targets appear in this non-ferrous scale. Tricky iron targets appear on multiple scales. Sharp, accurate graphical target ID display. With this robust detection system, lightning-fast target separation, and fully submersible down to 16 feet, you'll hunt farther and faster than ever before. The world's first fully transformable detector. Choose your detector and upgrade it anytime without investing in new hardware. When you're ready for more, plug in and purchase. Embrace the power, technology, and transformation potential for the best hunts of your life. Vortex by Garrett. Embrace the storm.
Wow. Wow.
There you have it. We have a lot to talk about today, but first, I'd like to take a minute to tell you why we developed this exciting new detecting platform. When Garrett launched the AT Pro in 2010, we brought waterproofing, a fantastic new sound package, and other new and updated features to a lower price point, which in turn brought advanced detecting to the masses. This kicked off an extended period of growth for Garrett and for the sport of detecting. The new Garrett Vortex line is designed to have the same impact in 2024 that AT Pro had in 2010. With Vortex, you get power. Vortex is built on an advanced hardware platform that has all the attributes that you want in your everyday detector: waterproofing, collapsibility, integrated lithium-ion battery, and a dot matrix graphic LCD, plus advanced signal processing technology and raw transmit power that you won't find on similarly priced detectors. Vortex is not just an incremental change to an existing product like so many of the recent launches in our industry. Vortex is a completely new platform with new and exciting technology. With Vortex, Garrett is once again bringing advanced capabilities down to a price point that many detectorists can afford. With Vortex, you also get exceptional value. Even though it is very powerful, we have set our price points to cover a broad portion of the market, beginning with a high-quality entry level on the low end. In addition to value pricing, Vortex has been designed with the ability to grow in capability as you grow in your detecting needs. We do this by instituting another patent-pending Garrett technology first, a fully software transformable detector that can be upgraded from a high-quality entry-level VX5 to a more powerful intermediate-level VX7 to the most powerful professional level in the Vortex series, the VX9.
Oh, wow.
The hardware is identical between the three models. When you upgrade, you get the full power and feature set of the VX model that you are upgrading to. With Vortex, you can buy what you need and what you can afford now and upgrade when you are ready.
Wow.
Only Garrett Vortex
really cool.
offers you the ability to take your detecting to the next level without making a major new investment in or walking away from hardware that you already own. Now that's pretty smart.
Software updates.
I'd be remiss if I didn't
That's
also
smart.
mention that, like all Garrett detectors, Vortex is designed and built in our Garland, Texas manufacturing facility so that you get true Garrett quality in addition to our 3-year warranty. So there you have it. Vortex has arrived to change the game. With Vortex, Garrett is bringing new technology and best value to a very broad
Definitely a
segment
great
of the
idea.
detecting community.
And you're exactly
At
right.
this point, I'd like to hand it over to Garrett's Consumer Marketing Director, Steve Moore, to explore the Vortex series in more detail. Steve,
All right.
take it away.
Let's go, Steve.
The storm has arrived, and its name is Vortex. Yes, we've had fun the past couple of months teasing the whole storm front, and we hope you've had fun as well each time we drop some of those hints. We watched your comments, And some of you have done quite well at guessing what would be included in this Vortex series. Now, we've been testing the Vortex for months, so I'm truly excited to finally walk you through all of its great features. We will explain the new multidimensional multi-frequency technology. We'll explore settings and controls. We'll go through pricing and through the unique ability to upgrade and transform your Vortex machine along your detecting journey. Even the packaging is pretty cool as we take a look at that here. Since its launch in 2020, the Apex received high marks for its styling, integrated battery, ease of use, and detection capabilities. Apex was designed to be the capstone of the Garrett ACE detector line, and it lived up to that intention. But when we started working on Vortex and designing it, we decided to go much further into features and technology.
Wow.
These detectors are far more powerful with a whole new graphic interface and target ID display. Vortex is packed with features that will make your hunting more successful. Vortex is a family of 3 detectors. Each has lightning fast reactivity, and the upper 2 models include user control of reaction speed. Each Vortex is very compactable and lightweight. The detector weighs in at only 2.9 pounds without the coil cover, or 3 pounds with the coil cover on. So pretty light. Now our team has created a series of short videos today to help step you through some of these Vortex features. Right now we're going to start with the basics. So if we can go ahead and roll that video, let's take a look at the basics.
The Garrett Vortex includes a new straight shaft design. Fully extended, its length is nearly 57 inches. It collapses to 24 3/4 inches.
I like
And the
that.
search coil rotates for easy storage in your bag or pack.
Like that a lot.
The Vortex is a series of 3 detectors, starting with the entry model, the VX5. The intermediate model is the VX7, and the upper-end Vortex is called VX9. These are 3 unique detectors, not just one detector offered at different price points with various coils and accessories. The Vortex detectors are fully waterproof, submersible to 16 feet. They are the perfect shallow water detectors, made for hunting in streams and lakes, and even along the beach or in the surf using the multi-salt mode.
Wow.
The Vortex is rechargeable via this USB-C port, offering approximately 15 hours of
There we
use
go.
per full
We got rid of the
charge.
batteries.
All controls and settings on the Vortex are very intuitive and easily controlled with one finger. There are several direct drive controls, ground balance, pinpoint, and mode selection. Other settings you desire to change are accessed through a quick press menu button. Press the menu button and then scroll up or down through the settings using either the menu button or pinpoint button. Select the icon of the setting you wish to change, then tap either the plus or minus buttons to adjust that setting.
Yeah.
As you move up from VX5 to VX9, the number of search mode choices will increase. Several will be familiar to Garrett users, such as zero discrimination, US coins mode, and the ability to create your own custom mode. Each Vortex also includes standard mode. In standard, the default frequency is multi. Reaction speed is set to the default speed, and iron discrimination is set to 30, eliminating many non-desired ferrous items from audible detection. Standard mode is perfect for finding most international coins, and for finding all types of jewelry and non-ferrous relics.
Oh, wow.
The VX9 model includes 2 other new search modes. In fast mode, your reaction speed has been increased. Fast mode is designed for use in trashy areas, such as old home sites, where abundant metallic trash might mask adjacent coins. Fast mode is also ideal for competition hunts, where you often move quickly while searching for prize tokens. By default, fast mode operates with iron volume reduced, but not eliminated, as some prize tokens and competition hunts are made of composite metals with ferrous content. The VX9 model also includes a thin coins mode. In thin coins mode, the audio response has been suppressed but not eliminated for common ferrous targets and for highly conductive targets. The response is enhanced to more sharply report on only targets falling within a select target ID range, such as thin hammered silver coins, Roman coins, and small gold coins.
Wow. Wow.
In thin coins mode, the reaction speed is increased, as these fine coins are often found in areas scattered among metallic trash.
Okay. There you go. That's good.
Okay, well, that covers some of the
Good.
basics. We think you'll really like the thoughtful way we designed the new Vortex search modes. A few differences, as we pointed out there. For me, I really like the fast mode for competition hunting and the thin coins mode, which helps highlight hammered coins and fine gold coins. And yes, those 2 gold coins you just saw right there in that video are real. They were found during our early Vortex testing that we did overseas this spring. Now, for Apex users who are accustomed to seeing Relics mode, jewelry mode, or the international coins mode, your preferred Vortex mode will now be called standard. Now, standard defaults to multi-frequency operation, but you can always select any of the other available frequencies. We've got a lot more to cover today on going through the Vortex, but before we do that, it's important to understand the brand new multi-frequency technology that drives this Vortex. It's what provides the raw power, the target ID accuracy, and the more graphic target information that you see on the VX7 and VX9
Glad to have
models.
you, Patrick.
Garrett calls this new technology MDMF, or multidimensional multi-frequency technology. Now, to help explain more about what this really means, I can think of no one better to do so than its inventor, Garrett's senior design engineer, Brent Weaver. So let's take a look at another short video here as Brent explains the new MDMF technology that powers this Vortex.
Yeah.
Let's roll it.
Let's see what Brent has.
Garrett's Vortex series introduces a new detection technology that we call MDMF, or multidimensional multi-frequency technology. Multi-frequency technologies offer the benefit of blending a variety of detection frequencies together for improved detection on targets of all types. Generally speaking, lower frequencies provide improved detection on larger, highly conductive targets, such as large silver coins, and high frequencies provide improved detection on very small items of lower conductivity, such as small hammered coins and small gold nuggets. Simultaneous multi-frequencies provide great detection on a wide variety of targets. But in addition, Garrett's unique MDMF technology also analyzes the targets and surrounding soil matrix using multiple dimensions of conductivity and ferrous content. The addition of this advanced multidimensional technology provides a more comprehensive analysis to formulate a more accurate target ID, and even at greater depths in areas with increased ground minerals. As many of you know, in highly mineralized soils, a single frequency detector's target ID accuracy and detection depth are the first things to suffer.
Right.
Garrett's MDMF technology helps preserve detection depth and target ID accuracy in these mineralized conditions. With the VX9 model, this multidimensional analysis of a target's conductivity and ferrous properties is directly shown by a multi-axis target ID scale. This 3-tiered system includes a non-ferrous target ID scale and 2 different ferrous scales. The center scale indicates non-ferrous items. Low conductivity items such as thin hammered coins will indicate towards the left side of the scale. High conductivity items such as thick silver will indicate towards the right side of the scale.
Oh, wow.
The upper iron scale indicates flat ferrous items such as steel bottle caps and washers. These flat-shaped ferrous items create complex signals that trick many detectors into thinking they are coins. More common ferrous items such as nails and wire indicate on the lower ferrous scale. A bottle cap may actually indicate on both the lower simple ferrous scale and the upper complex ferrous scale. Let me give you a few examples. The lower scale, which runs from the target ID numbers of 0 to 39, is reserved for what I call simple or common iron items. Ferrous items such as nails, tacks, screws, etc. will generally show on this lower scale. A pure non-ferrous item such as a coin will generally show a consistent target indication on the center scale of the VX9. This central conductivity scale maps targets with IDs from 40 to 99.
Wow.
In the case of this silver coin, its digital target ID number is 78, and its target identification aligns with 78 on the scale. Notice that there are no pixels, smudges, or blocks showing in either the top row or bottom scale. The top scale is reserved for tricky or complex iron items, such as flat steel washers or bottle caps. These flat-shaped ferrous items create complex signals that contain both ferrous and conductive components that can confuse some detectors into reading like a coin. With this bottle cap, notice there are pixels simultaneously showing on the central conductivity scale, as well as the upper tricky iron scale, and possibly even on the lower ferrous scale. This indicates that the target is not purely non-ferrous,
Huh.
but one that
That's
contains a
interesting.
combination of ferrous and
Sure.
non-ferrous properties. Now, it's important to note that the MDMF technology is an advanced target analysis process that is always taking place whenever your Vortex is operating in the multi-frequency mode. Regardless of how this information is displayed on your detector's LCD, the multidimensional analysis is always working in the background on all Vortex models. The VX9 model has the 3-tiered target ID scale I just described. On the VX7 model, the user sees only 2 target ID scales, the lower scale being ferrous or iron targets, with the target IDs ranging from 0 to 39, and the upper scale on the VX7 is your conductivity scale, showing non-ferrous targets with IDs ranging from 40 to 99.
Oh, wow.
The entry-level Vortex, the VX5, contains only a single target ID scale that runs from 0 to 99, something Garrett users are going to be familiar with who have run an AT Pro or an AT Max or an Apex. As I mentioned earlier, the multidimensional multi-frequency analysis of the target's conductivity and ferrous properties still occurs on the VX5. It is simply presented in a single scale format. The VX5 user still reaps the benefit of better detection depth and target ID thanks to the MDMF technology. And as you can see, all 3 models provide a large digital target ID numeral.
Oh, wow.
Okay, as Brent explained,
cool.
each Vortex detector operates
Definitely
with
different
MDMF
with the target
technology
ID
to
scale.
interpret your target signals. The user of each detector has true versatility in the setup. Some detectors out on the market today have a fixed single frequency operating system. Others have a fixed multi-frequency operation that's always in play. But with Vortex, you always have choice. The entry VX5 model includes a true multi-frequency mode, as well as a single frequency operation choice of 13 kilohertz. As you step up into a VX7 or VX9, the number of single frequencies increases, and you gain the power of Vortex's new multi-salt mode. This is an all-new multi-frequency salt mode, offering greater depth and target ID, both in the saturated wet
That's
salt
going to be better
along the
for
shorelines and in the deeper water
the
as you search to
VX9.
surf. Vortex offers smooth operation with deeper detection and better target ID in wet salt sand than any previous Garrett beach mode. Another great feature of the Vortex detectors are their reaction speed. It's your ability to separate and interpret adjacent target signals. As you move up in the Vortex family, you have even more control over this speed. To demonstrate this further, we asked Brent Weaver to step in again and discuss detection speed and target separation with the Vortex. So let's roll this next video and take a look at that.
All right, let's look at speed and see what happens
Garrett's
here.
multidimensional, multi-frequency technology provides deeper and more accurate target analysis and identification. This is a big advantage over single frequency detection when you're searching in areas with increased ground mineralization, which can quickly affect target ID and accuracy. Target ID accuracy can also be affected by a number of variables, including ground mineralization, swing speed, target orientation, and adjacent targets. The Vortex is powerful, and each model includes lightning-fast reaction speed. This is important when you encounter multiple targets near each other, such as at an old home site with a lot of trash. Vortex is capable of presenting more than one target ID on the screen simultaneously. So now I'm going to demonstrate how the Vortex will show multiple target IDs on the screen simultaneously,
So that
as well as
reminds
let
me of
you
the
hear
manifold.
adjacent targets that are side by side. On the ground, I've got a bronze coin next to a silver coin. So you can hear the dual tones from those 2 different conductivities, as well as the dual target IDs on the screen. Vortex offers great target separation and accuracy. With the VX7 and VX9, users can opt to further increase their recovery speed and reactivity. This is especially helpful in areas with abundant metallic trash, such as an old home site, or in a competition hunt where contestants want to search at a very fast pace. The VX9 model even includes a fast mode, which is perfect for competition hunts or high trash areas. To demonstrate the Vortex's fast recovery speed, I've thrown down here a handful of nails.
I'd be interested to see how it handles my colonial.
I'll now discriminate out the nails.
That'll be real interesting. Let's see what they show up on the screen too.
And now I'm going to add this coin right in the middle of the nails.
All right. Those are new nails.
I'm now going to move the coin right up against the biggest nail.
They haven't announced yet, Patrick.
And now I'll take the coin away and go over it again. Silence. And keep in mind, this is with the Vortex set to its slowest recovery speed.
Oh, wow.
With Vortex, you can control the power,
Yeah,
depth, and
that will be
recovery
interesting.
speed, which works best
They
for
will
your
use
conditions.
Real
Embrace the power of the
printers.
storm.
All right, thank you, Brent. And I can tell you from experience that the Vortex is indeed lightning fast. I've tested it in several countries and all types of terrains, and it's very impressive. Now, before I move on, I want to acknowledge that we did have a little contest during the signups for this Vortex presentation. We have pulled winners from each of the 3 video categories, and we'll let you know who those lucky folks are in just a little bit later in this program.
Oh, wow.
But for now, let's finish going through the Vortex. So we've covered MDMF technology and the unique 3 tiers of
Good
target
question,
ID scales on the
LG.
VX9. It provides you more target
I
information.
promise you, when
and
I
all of
get
this
it,
really helps
I'll
you make
definitely put
better
it on some
dig
square
decisions
nails.
out in
That'll
the
be the
field.
first thing that happens.
To me, that's a really important part of this. But the one thing we haven't covered is making the right decision on which Vortex to purchase. Well, the answer is there is no bad decision. Vortex is the world's first fully upgradable detector series. As a user, you can start with the VX5 model. We'll take a look at some charts here. Basically, as your detecting skills increase, or when you decide to invest in a more advanced detector, you can literally transform your Vortex's
So,
power
it's looking like
and
here,
feature
guys, at
set
the highest
by
frequency that it
purchasing and
runs at is
downloading software
25
upgrades.
kilohertz.
With each step up in the Vortex series, you gain more detection power, more features, such as reaction speed control, more frequency options, more search modes, and other benefits. This chart illustrates variances in the features, modes, and frequencies as you step up from the VX5 to the VX7 and to the VX9. In short, you don't have to sell your metal detector and go out and buy a new one. It's your choice. Turn your VX5 into a VX7, or even jump from the VX5 up to the VX9. Transform your detector from the comfort of your own home. This is a detecting industry first.
Right.
Now in
Agree
America,
with that.
upgrade codes can be purchased from our store, Garrett Direct. Or internationally, the upgrade codes can be purchased from your dealer or regional distributor. Then simply visit Garrett Direct to complete your Vortex upgrade. More information on the upgrade process will be covered on Garrett Direct before shipments begin. Now, if we want to talk about accessory options for your Vortex detector, these can be found on our main Garrett.com website. With each Vortex model, headphones are optional. What you choose to use is all up to you. For wireless operation with your VX7 or VX9, the Garrett MS3 wireless headphones with Z-Link technology are an excellent option. For underwater use, Garrett will offer these fully submersible dive headphones, built with the proper underwater connector for Vortex detectors. Now, we also have fully wired headphones. In this case, the Vortex has a 1/8 inch headphone jack. So Garrett will offer these inexpensive, clear sound, easy stow headphones with volume control. Or you can simply opt to purchase your own earbuds or land use headphones that have a 1/8 inch jack. Okay, so now let's talk about search coil options for the
Very
Vortex.
smart here.
Each Vortex ships with a standard 8.5 11-inch DD Raider search coil. The Raider is an optimal size coil for the Vortex, giving you plenty of ground coverage and excellent target detection depth. But of course, no detector series will be complete without options. Garrett will also offer 3 additional coil sizes. The Viper has been a huge hit with our AT, ACE, and Apex users over the past few years, so it was obviously a natural choice for Vortex. 2 other search coils will also be available for Vortex. The compact 5-inch by 8-inch DD Ripper coil for searching trashy areas and tight spaces, and the big Reaper coil, a 14-inch DD search coil to really cover the field and give you that extra detection depth. Now, will these Vortex coils work on other Garrett detectors? The answer is no. They are engineered for MDMF technology, and you'll notice that the Vortex has a brand new underwater connector style. As you see here,
Wonder
it's
how
different
heavy
than
that
any
machine
previous
becomes
coil
when you
connector
put
for
that
AT detectors,
14 by
and it's
11,
very easy
or
to
even-
connect.
Yeah, the
If we can
14
show that
by
graphic
11.
here real quick. Okay, well, we'll move right along. There it is. Okay, that's a quick look at that connector. Very easy to connect. I think you'll like it. So we covered some of the accessories. We covered coils and headphones. At this point, I want to pass things back to Steve Novakovich so he can address a couple of more very important items.
All right, let's see what else they got.
Address the 2 biggest questions that remain at this point, and those questions are how much and when. Well, we can see here on this graphic with the standard pricing, the pricing for the VX5.
Right, and it looks
is
like
in the
we were
US is
all
gonna
correct.
correlate to
It's
the map
coming in
price,
that
which is
middle
the minimum
price
adjusted
range.
minimum advertised price. Internationally, it will track with the MSRP. So here in the US, you can
Not
expect a
bad.
street price of $449 in the US and $529 internationally. The VX7 is a little bit more. It is going to price at $534 in the US and $629 internationally. And finally, the professional level VX9 will sell in the US with a map of $599, and overseas customers can expect to see pricing closer to the VX9's MSRP, which is $699.
Right.
Those international prices include VAT, international shipping, and duties.
Right.
And as I mentioned at the beginning of this session, the Vortex series also includes Garrett's Made in America quality, 3-year warranty, and legendary customer service. When you buy Garrett, you don't get outsourced
Right.
manufacturing.
We were
or
all
third-party
we were
customer
all pretty
service.
much right
Garrett
on
stands
with where
behind
they
the
were going to
products that
price
bear our
this.
name.
And here's the upgrade prices here too, so you can upgrade from.
I'd also like to cover the
VX9.
pricing for the upgrades. And I think that graphic is on the screen. To go from the VX, okay, Steve Moore and I both mentioned how the VX5 and the VX7 can be upgraded to other models in the series. The hardware is the same between the 3 models. You are simply making your detector smarter and more versatile and more powerful with each software upgrade. What is the cost of the upgrades? Well, you'll see that on the screen. It shows the price to purchase an upgrade at 3 different levels. The first is upgrading a base model VX5 to a VX7. In the US, that upgrade price is $85, which incidentally is also the difference in map between the VX5 and the VX7. Next, you have the option to purchase an upgrade to transform your VX7 to a VX9. You can purchase that upgrade on Garrett Direct for $65. And if you want to upgrade your VX5 all the way to the VX9 level, you can purchase that upgrade on Garrett Direct for $150. This is also the difference in map between the VX5 and the VX9, which means you aren't paying more in the end than you would have paid had you initially purchased the VX9. This is another facet of Garrett's value pricing strategy for Vortex. International customers should expect to see these 3 upgrades priced at roughly the difference in MSRP between the 3 models, the same way the US upgrades follow the map pricing in the US. International customers will also use the Garrett Direct website, but will be required to purchase an upgrade code from their local distributor or dealer instead of entering a credit card number on the Garrett Direct website.
Oh, wow.
Detailed information about how to buy these upgrade codes will be available on the Garrett Direct website in the coming weeks. Okay, the other big question we know you have
is when. Yeah,
We
when.
expect to begin first Vortex shipments in a matter of weeks during the month of July. And with that timing in mind, I invite Garrett dealers and distributors to begin placing their orders now.
All right.
Steve, I think it's time when we start wrapping this up. Is there anything else you wish to add before we go?
Yeah, but thanks, Steve, for outlining the pricing and the upgrade path. Again, more details to follow on that. What we need to report on, of course, is those winners. We talked about that. When we announced the Storm and the Vortex signups, we challenged people to submit videos using one or more of our 3 themes. We had a lot of submissions, and we thank you guys for that. Now, the Garrett team has watched all these videos, and we decided to pull 2 winners from each of the categories. So that's 6 winners for 6 decades of Garrett business.
Oh, wow.
But since we're entering our 7th decade of business, we decided to pull a 7th winner. Congrats to all these winners. We really appreciate you guys. In the near future, we will be shipping you a brand new
Fred, the
Vortex
hardware is the
DX9
same.
model detector.
All you're doing is just
In
buying
just a minute, we'll roll the
software
video
update.
showing you all these lucky winners. Again, I'm really excited about the power of the Vortex. I've gotten in quite a few hours working with it, and I'll tell you, this is no toy. Vortex will compete head-to-head on detection with detectors above its price range.
Yeah.
We say embrace the storm because the power of the Vortex is real. For more details on the Vortex, be sure to check out Garrett.com today. And our dealers are encouraged to log into our share file archives for logos, images, videos, and other sales collateral that you guys are going to need to update your
website. The VX9, Fred.
As promised, as we wrap up here, I'm going to ask our production team to roll a short video piece showing those 7 lucky Vortex winners. And as that wraps up, at the end of that reel, we're going to see the 2-minute intro video again, just in case some of you joined us late and missed it. So on behalf of everyone at Garrett, we want to thank you, everyone out there, all of you that tuned in. We want to thank you for watching this Vortex reveal. The storm has arrived, and very soon you will be able to embrace the power of the Vortex.
The storm. There we go. Well, some people got lucky. These are winners for their drawing.
I want to share with you my best and favourite find. It's not silver,
I think
It's
it will
not
be
gold,
too, USMC.
but it's mind-blowing and incredibly old. This is the front plate of a Romano-Celtic base padlock
400
depicting the goddess Minerva. It's cast in bronze, found in England, and nearly 2,000 years old.
About a month ago, I was detecting my friend's property. I was in the middle of the woods and I decided to just start hunting where I was. I walked about 10 steps and I hit an amazing repeating high tone and pulled a very nice silver ring with stone.
What's up, Zapper?
Impressed with the first ring I've ever found. I walked for about an hour with 0 tone, no sills, and suddenly I hit a mid tone.
Not as
I found this
expensive. I
French
think they
trade
priced it right. That's
was
what I thought
absolutely
was going to happen,
ecstatic.
and sure enough, that's
But
what
10
happened.
minutes later,
I think they did
another
a good
tone,
job with
this
that
time
part.
very faint,
Sure.
and another trade ring.
As soon as this is over,
Really
we'll
think
talk for a
back to
few
the
seconds
mid-1600s,
and
and I
we'll
found my most exciting finds.
a few minutes, and then
Hello.
we'll talk a
Hello.
little bit about what we
We
saw.
are from Kazakhstan and we use Garrett metal detector a
See
lot.
what you guys think. I'd
We
love to hear
are
everybody's
using
comment.
the Max series
What you looking
and
forward
we
to
found
with
a
this
lot
machine?
of ancient things.
Metal detector since 1999. And over the years, I've searched fields, yards, finding coins and relics. I really like to find those little religious pendants. Those are my favorite to find. My personal favorite is this one from 1862. I've got to meet a few members of the Garrett marketing field team, but that was fun.
Guys,
My
I
greatest
should have
memories
one of
is when
these
my
very
kids come up to
soon.
me and
So
say, Dad,
again, I'm going to be putting
take
those
me
up on the
treasure
channel,
hunt.
so y'all definitely
And every once in a while, I'll get
tune
my
into the
wife
channel
out in
and
the
see
field
it
with me as
coming.
well.
But hopefully, I'll have one of these.
Thank you,
very
Garrett,
soon.
for 60 years of fantastic products.
We've enjoyed the years.
Dan
We've spent
says
with
he
Garrett
says that he
hunting.
thinks they hit a
Your
home
customer
run.
service is second to none. The people you have promoting your machines, KG and Ringy, a couple of nuts, but their enthusiasm.
I think so too.
It's
I
just
think
great.
that they did
We
exactly
met
what they
Nugget
felt like
Diamond
they
at one
needed
of
to
the
do.
hunts,
I
and he
really
was
did.
such a super nice guy. But we just wanted to say congratulations on 60 years and hope you have another 60 years.
Right. And I, you know,
Thanks.
again,
Yeah,
I
like
hope to
yes,
have one of these and maybe
features I'd like
testing
to
it out in
see
some of
with
my fields.
the storm would be maybe some 2D
For sure.
mapping to distinguish non-ferrous metals.
Yeah, I'm interested in how that
multi-frequency,
3-line ID
some more
works
depth.
too, for sure. That's gonna be interesting.
Wireless charging, as well as some upgraded headphones with some waterproof capabilities there. And that's all I got.
Hello from the Netherlands. What I want to see in the new detectors from Garrett, foldable, lightweight.
I think so
easy for
too, Fred.
children to
I really
use.
do. Like I said, I want to take it on
And
some of these colonial sites,
yeah,
take it out on the
that's
beach
it.
and see what it does on the beach. All of those will be things too that are going to be interesting. But I'm going to run it through its paces for sure. One more time, here's the video, promo video, for those of you that are just joining. Still has sort of that apex look with the remote control or the control head. Looks like
It's here.
Apex.
The Vortex by Garrett has arrived.
I was hoping for maybe a little firmer design with that, but I do like the screen, and I do like the idea
Revolutionary,
of the 3 lines on the
visionary,
VX9.
extraordinary. Look into the earth with precision.
I say go with the 11, and then I
Understand
would
the
get one of
target
those small
before
ones.
you
Probably
dig.
got 9-inch.
Find less trash, more treasure.
The elliptical one.
Introducing our ground-busting, multi-dimensional, multi-frequency technology. A complex analysis of a target's conductive and ferrous properties.
Yeah,
See
it is
multiple
going to be a
targets
great
on one
machine,
screen.
Sniper Snipe.
Simple ferrous or iron targets appear in this lower ferrous scale. Desired
Yeah, I like
targets
the little
appear in
fold
this
too, Grandma
non-ferrous
Kelly.
scale. Tricky iron targets appear on multiple scales. Sharp,
The
accurate
3
graphical
scale
target ID
thing
display.
really intrigues
With
me.
this robust
I'm real
detection
curious
system,
to see those bottle
lightning
caps and
fast
some of those
target
nails
separation,
some of
and
my
fully
nails will bring
submersible
up on
down to
that
16
scale.
feet.
So that's
You'll
gonna
hunt
be
farther
really
and
interesting
faster
too,
than
with that.
ever before. The world's first fully transformable detector. Choose
Yes,
your
it does have
detector
Bluetooth
and
and
upgrade
a
it
wireless
anytime
headphone.
without
It is
investing
Z-Link
in new hardware.
technology.
When you're ready for more, plug in and purchase.
Yeah, and then
Embrace
we'll see. Yeah,
the
we'll see what it
power,
does. They said that it would
technology,
perform
and
really well on
transformation
mineralized
potential
soil.
for the best hunts of your life. Vortex by
What's up,
Garrett.
Garrett? Garrett is on here
Embrace
with us now,
the
guys.
storm.
We are real excited about this machine. Thank you guys for all of the great marketing. Thank y'all for everything. We really appreciate what you guys have done and look forward to seeing this machine and hopefully seeing it on my channel as well real soon, showing the power of the new Vortex. So thank you, Garrett, for being here. How do you pinpoint with multi-targets on the screen? That's a good question. That's something I'll have to play around with when I actually get one of these in my hands. The stock coil is the 11-inch coil that's on there. And that's going to be, that's going to be what it ships with. But I really like the idea of all the different coil selections. That's great. You got different options with the headphones. That's going to be great. It's there's a lot to unpack here. And again, I think they've done a great job. I think it's a home run. And Garrett's on here right now, and I think they would probably feel really good about this machine. And the marketing side of it too was just phenomenal. And but we're gonna go back to just me. So again, what's some of the main things that you guys are looking for in this machine? So leave your comments. Let's see what you guys think. Again, I'm real interested in the three level screens. Real interested in the VX9. I like the idea of the fast technology. 25 kilohertz is great for relic hunting. In fact, when I used my Deus 1 early on, I used to run in 24, 28 kilohertz in that range and found a lot of great artifacts running it in that frequency range. So if it goes up to 25 kilohertz, it's going to be a pretty good relic machine as well. And then, of course, you got the lower end of those frequencies, which are going to be great for hunting silver coins and everything else. And I know when I owned my Garrett AT Pro, I really loved hunting coins with that, and it had a really distinct sound too. So I think all of that's going to be good, and being able to select at least 1 or 2 or 3 single frequencies, I think that's going to be great too. Stink Ass Cat says he will definitely be buying one, and I'm all on board with getting one. I think that at that price point and the things that you're getting, it's right there with any other machine out on the market for sure. So we really, really, really appreciate Garrett doing that. Patrick Parker says, if I ever get to the point of affording another machine, I would get this one. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a good one for sure. Alan says, separation in depth, run silent, run deep. There you go. And I think this machine's going to have that. It looks like they've covered all their bases with this machine. Digging Darrell says he just sent Joel a text to get the VX9 with the 6x11 coil. So there you go. Digging Darrell, I think it's going to be a good one. Stink Ass Cat said one of my hunting partners has an Ace 300 and he kills it constantly. Right. And guys, you remember I've said this multiple times on here. Look, we're living in a great, fantastic time. All of the selection of these machines really gives us so many great options. And Garrett is filling right into all these options because they're giving us exactly what people are looking for. You're getting all of these different features that you like on these machines. So they really did their homework. So kudos to Garrett. Edward G says, I like the 3-level screen, love the upgrade. Yeah, and I think that was the main thing here. The upgrade capability of this machine really, I think, adds to this as well. You buy one machine and then you can just buy the upgrades and just get different machine through the software update. And I like that approach by Garrett. I think that was a home run for them doing it in that way. Yes, single frequency is good. Right. And there are some cases where you need that single frequency. And you guys all know that, especially when you're dealing with EMI. Now, that'll be another question. How good will this machine handle EMI running in their multi-frequency program? That'll be interesting to see what happens there. But again, we're hoping to get one of these, and we're hoping that we'll be able to bring that content to you and show you guys what's happening with this machine. Stink Ass Cat said, when will they have the pricing on the coils and the headphones? They didn't say. I would say just check out the Garrett's website and see what's going on there. They were on here a few minutes ago. They might be able to comment on that, but that pricing should be available really soon. Wisco says, do you know what package you'll be getting? Well, I'm going to probably go with the VX9 package because I want to be able to relic hunt, and I like the fast reactivity in my real trashy sites. So the VX9 to me is probably the best option for me. Now, again, they've made it where they've sort of hit all their price points. So you've got the VX7, which is a little bit less. I'll put the prices up later. And then you got the VX5, which is a little bit less. So I think there were 400, 500, was it 400? Yeah, 400, 500, and then 599 was, I think, the price range. It was a $65 price difference between one to the other in a couple of cases. But anyway, I'll put the price points up once I go back and look at it. But yeah, there were different price points for VX5, VX7, VX9. So again, I think they've covered all their bases there. Yes, Alan, thank you for being here. And guys, thank y'all today for taking your time out of your busy mornings and joining in with us for this special live stream from Garrett. We appreciate Garrett as well for popping in on our live stream. Right. And you're going to want, if you're digging a trashy area, you're probably going to want to have the little faster recovery speeds. That would be where I would go with that. But he showed in one of those tests that even at the slowest recovery speed, that they were still able to separate targets. Now, how good that will be like in a colonial site, I don't know, so a VX7, VX5, VX9, they all have different levels of reactivity from what I gathered from the video. Yes, looking forward, to testing, right. And I can't wait to possibly get one of these and try it out very soon. I love the fact that you can just have one machine, but upgrade it from lowest to highest model without having so you don't have all these machines cluttering up your house. So look, you could get away with somebody left a comment earlier about their wife. Their wife said if they bought another detector, well, now he could just buy one and just keep upgrading. So it solved that problem at least. Hi, Fred says, will you get the 3-level screen when you update from the VX5? Right. So if you went from the VX5 to the VX9, it looks like you get the 3-level screen, which you do. So the VX9 has the 3-level screen, which I like. I like the ID scale screen that they put up. And I like the idea that they got the one scale that's sort of a mixed metal type composition, which I thought was really interesting that they put that on there. I like the idea that you can see those targets sort of Manicore-ish, like the MindLab Manicore, that you can see multiple targets on that screen. I like that idea too. So I think that's definitely a winner because, again, some people really like looking at those screens and knowing what they're seeing in the ground. And I think the multidimensional technology that Garrett has released with this machine, I think is definitely a game changer, and it's a game changer for them for sure. Let's see here. Couldn't tell if it handled the control pod movable on the handle part like my Xterra Elite and Pro. Really like that ability to move and adjust. That is a good feature on the MindLab Xterra Elite. I couldn't tell either. Again, that'll be something that we'll have to see in the coming days, but I'm sure we'll be able to tell a little bit more about it as more and more gets put out there. Yes, I really hope it works well. It's American made, definitely. Is this a good beach machine? Well, that was the one thing that I've heard, is that this machine is going to perform phenomenal on the beach. And the way that they said that it handles mineralized soil, I think was really interesting because if it can handle the mineralized soil, it definitely can handle the beach. So I think it's going to be a pretty good beach machine, the way it says that it could handle mineralized soil. So I know that was one of their focuses, was to make a better beach machine. And apparently they've done that with this machine as well. So Grandma Kelly says, Sniper Snipes, that's an important thing also. One machine, yes, it will handle the beach, I'm sure. All these multi-frequency machines really do a good job on the beach. USMC says, thank you for your service, and I like the adjustment of the Xterra also. Yes, that's a great feature. I've got the Xterra Elite back there, being able to adjust that remote head and arm handle definitely can help take some pressure off of your arms and shoulders. So yes, definitely. Let's see here. Tell you what, the top grade one I will buy if it keeps up with the Legend and MindLab 800. That's one that seems the group that are applying to this detector too. Right. So I think it's in that price range, but he did say that this machine will compete with machines above its price point. So that's a great thing to point out. And hopefully it's true, and I'm sure it's true. They wouldn't have said it. So I'm sure they've tested it against those machines, and they've seen what it does against some of the upper tier machines as well. Greeny Meanie says, Garrett, is the manual up for download yet? And I don't know that. They were on here, but I'm sure they're hopping around all over the place. They knew that I was going to go live, and so they popped on here with us, but I appreciate them showing up. Somebody says, hey, did any other Garrett machines have a custom mode? Yes, I believe they did. I can't remember, though. I haven't had an AT Pro since 2014, so it's been a while. That's a good question. Somebody on here that's had a Garrett or that's used one recently might be able to answer that. Thank you, DCM. I appreciate you, buddy. Thank you for the super chat. Super thanks. Again, all donations go right back into the channel so we can come on here and talk about some of the latest and greatest things that are in the metal detecting world. So we appreciate you and appreciate the donation. Yeah, I'm curious to see how these, right. And again, I've used, when I had my Deus 1, I used all the way up to 28 kilohertz, which I believe was the highest level that you could get on the Deus one. It might have been a little bit different, but it was in that range. And that's when I really started uncovering a lot of artifacts in that 20 kilohertz range. And I think they chose the right one. Now, here's the other question. Will they go up even more than this, Southern Relics? That'll be the thing. Will it go up to 40? Will it go up to, does it have the ability to go up to 40? Does it have the ability to go up to, something higher? I don't know. That's something that Garrett will have to decide. But again, if this machine is upgradable, what's going to be next after the initial upgrade or the initial release of this machine? Can there be even more features added to it? So, did it have a carbon fiber shaft? And that's another thing they didn't say in the video, but I think it does. It said it was a single shaft that collapsed, but straight single shaft. So we'll see. We'll see what happens there. Let's see. It looked like it. Thank you, Jack. I appreciate the super sticker. Thank you. We're just trying to go through this machine. Again, appreciate all the support. You guys are awesome for being here today and supporting our channel and coming on to learn about the new Garrett Vortex. And again, hopefully I've got more stuff coming for you guys. I'm in the process of testing the Nocta triple score, and there's going to be some videos coming up on that for those of you that are interested in that. And our Garrett releases hopefully will happen shortly after that. Okay, Stink-Ass Cat just looked at the website. He said the 7 and the 9 list that it does have saltwater mode. So if you went with VX5, you might not be able to hunt the beach. So again, 7 and 9 would be the one that you want, the VX7 or the VX9, if you plan on going to the beach. Thank you so much, Stink-Ass Cat, for sharing that information with everybody. Zapper says he likes 40 to 90 kilohertz. Well, I'll tell you, the upper frequencies, especially 40 on up, are really good for small gold targets, hunting small pieces of gold out west. That's where those things really shine. I like 40 kilohertz and relic sites because it seems to me that they help with separation, and that's why I like 40 kilohertz. But I've also run my Deus 2 in 24 kilohertz, which you guys know the max frequency on the Deus 2 is 24 kilohertz. And so you see what this machine is at 25. So they know what they're doing. They know that 20 range is a great frequency for the relic hunters. And so that's why they went with that. Edward G says, Brian, what is the email to send your pictures of the front? It's SRA. I'll put that up real quick. It's SRANSC@gmail.com for you guys that want to send finds for the live stream on Friday night. But there it is for you guys that would like to send any finds in for the live stream. If you're new to the channel today and you're just watching our channel for the first time, come join us on Friday night at 7:30. We do a special live stream, and we're going to have a lot to talk about this Friday night as we got more information sort of coming in and some things that we're going to show. So I look forward to seeing everyone too on Friday night. But thank you for asking that question. Again, the higher frequencies is mainly for nugget hunting. You're exactly right. It did look adjustable, right? Let's see. Nugget hunting, you're right. What kind of notch discrimination? I like single number notch, not spread notch. They didn't go into that. So that's something too that we'll have to find out as this machine sort of comes out there. Zapper says my puck runs 40 kilohertz. Yes, it will go up to 40 kilohertz because it does have all of the features of a Deus 2 if you're talking about the WS6, which I'm assuming that's what you're talking about. Yeah, thank you, Evergy. We appreciate you. And thank you, Patrick. I appreciate you. Great shows on Friday night. Thank you so much. Southern Relic says, I will say the AT Gold runs on 18 kilohertz and it is a great relic hunter, even though it's made for gold nugget hunting. Right. And this machine's going to run at a higher frequency too, Southern Relic. So you got to think at running at 25, that's just really going to up your chances for the capability of the relic hunting side of this machine. And, you know, how fast is fast for their separation? That's another thing I want to be able to see and test it against some of these colonial nails and run it through my test, and then also take it out and hunt with it. And you guys know I have some really tough iron plantation sites that I use my machines on. And if those machines can pass it on my sites, then those machines are pretty good. That's the way I look at it. So definitely. No, max frequency is not 25. Max frequency, you can run max frequency of 40. Sure can. Yeah, you sure can. And 40 kilohertz is a pretty high frequency, and sometimes you dig some really small stuff running it that high, but it also helps with relic sites and trashy sites. That's why 40 kilohertz works really well on the Deus 2 machines and the Deus 1 with the multi-frequency coils as well. So yeah, 40 kilohertz is a good frequency, but 24 or 25 is also a great frequency to run to. Thank you. Before you get off here, Brian, thanks for the share, brother. Oh, you're certainly welcome. Well, I appreciate you so much. You know, we come on here and we just try to, you know, have a conversation, just like I have conversations with all my other buddies. I'm having conversations with you guys, and we talk about the same stuff. Hey, this is what we like. This is what we want to see, you know, and then we get excited. And all of you guys on here are so knowledgeable, and I appreciate each and every one of you being here today. So VX5, VX7, VX9. VX9 has a 3-level screen, VX7 has a 2-level screen, and VX5 has a 1-level screen. And you're going to be able to tell more information about your targets as you move up in the different models. But again, it's one machine. You buy the upgrade and you upgrade your machine, which I like that idea. I think that was definitely a great thing to see. And is there anything? There was one thing, and I'm gonna say this, and I know some of you caught on to it. The weight. That was the one thing I was, you know, and it depends on how that weight was distributed. Thank you so much, Think Ass Cat. I appreciate you, buddy. Always a great supporter and always giving out great information too as well. I appreciate you, buddy, for that donation. Thank you so much. The weight was the one thing too that you know, that I was a little bit interested to see. Now, how that weight is distributed, I think will be another thing too. So how that weight is distributed, you know, that'll be interesting to see. Because, you know, it said, you know, most of us are used to like 2.6. This one's coming in, I think he said at 2.9. So where that weight is going to be distributed on that machine and how it affects its ergonomics, that'll be pretty interesting to sort of get a feel for. We'll see. Like I said, it depends on how that weight is distributed across that machine. So that was the one thing that, you know, sort of shocked me. I thought it was going to be a little bit lighter, but like I said, we'll see. Again, I think that if they've designed it ergonomically to where that weight is distributed in the proper spots, then maybe you don't feel the pull that you might feel with another machine. And I'm sure that they've done their homework with that too as well. So we'll see. We'll see how that plays out too. Yes, yeah. If they have it, that's what I said. If they got it balanced right, then it's not going to be an issue. Yes, Patrick says, thanks. I like to hear good, but the bad is just as important. Yeah. And again, there's always going to be something with a machine that you don't like. Now, there's things I don't like on the Manicore. There's things I don't like on the Deus 2. There's things that I don't like on the Xterra Elite. There's things that I don't like on the Legend. And but they're still great machines, you know. It just depends on what suits us the best. You know, and this machine might be the best machine to somebody on here right now, or they may get it and they may not like it. But, you know, we try to go through and show all those things and at least talk about them, you know, and let everybody know, hey, this is what we see with these machines. Yes, Stinkass Cat says, I'm not really sure why they mentioned the weight with or without the coil cover. Right. I don't know. That's going to be, like I said, I'll be interested to see how that is. BN says it could be the multi-frequency runs at an undisclosed frequency range and single frequency selections are different, maybe. I don't know. You know, again, I'm going to have to go and check out Garrett's website and sort of rehash some of this and look through some of this. And as we get ready for the Friday night live stream, we'll talk some more about this and try to maybe deep dive a little more. And hopefully I'll have a little more information when I talk to Garrett. Maybe I can get a little more information out of them and maybe answer some of the things too that maybe you guys want to know. So I think that that'll be good. I don't have the 6-inch RAM, but the LG 24 works great. I love the LG 24, and I like the 24-inch coil for the score machines too, the double score, triple score, and the score. Those are great size coils, and they feel so good. That's a great feeling machine too. I'm your daddy. How about that? Wizard. All right. Edward G, the 6-inch coil on the Legend is the bomb in top lots. Yes, 6-inch coils are nice too. Definitely. So I guess that's going to be it. If you guys got any more questions, don't hesitate. You can reach out. You can leave a comment on this video once we end the live stream, which we're getting ready to end. I'm not going to keep you guys. I know some of you are probably at work. Some of you are doing some other things. But I just wanted to come on here, live stream the live stream, and get you guys feedback on this. And it's interesting. And those will be things too that I'm going to test and look at. I get a lot of my information and things that I'm going to do with the machine from you guys. And that's why I love doing this, because I get to hear what you guys think, but I also get to try out some of the things that you guys are interested or curious in. So I think that's going to be really good. So anyway, yes, wish all the best for Garrett. I do too. I think it's going to be a great machine. I think it's going to be right there with all the other machines in that price range, and maybe some that are above its price range. You just don't know. And how many more upgrades? Could we go from a VX9 to a VX11? They didn't say. So those are other things too to keep in mind, that this machine, with it being software upgradable, that it could go to something else and add something else to it that makes it even better. And I think that's a great thing too. So yes. Yeah, it's going to be hot here too. That heat wave is coming. So it's going to be really, really hot. All right, Digging Daryl, we'll catch you soon. Okay, guys. Well, we're going to sign out of here. Thank y'all for being here today with me. Hopefully I answered a couple of your questions. I'll know more as this week goes along. And I check out the Garrett website. I do some reading. Maybe I get the chance to talk to Garrett a little bit to get a little more clarity on some things, like some of the things that you guys just asked me about. And maybe I can relay some of that stuff back to you on the Friday night live stream. So if you were on here for the first time, come join us on Friday nights. It's a fun time. Michael is on here with us on Friday nights. He's at work today, unfortunately. And we do some giveaways too. We're going to be doing a couple of giveaways over the next few weeks. We got our big giveaway going on right now, XP giveaway. So you might want to be there and listen for the instructions for that if you didn't already get in on it. And so we got a lot of things going on. I've got a couple of hunt videos that I'm going to be putting up. I'm testing the triple score right now too, trying to get those videos up to you guys, show you all about the not the triple score if anybody's interested in that machine. And so we got a lot going on. But again, I can't do all of this without you guys. And I really appreciate y'all taking your time today and being with us. It's always a great time being with you guys and just hanging out. It's a lot of fun. So again, I appreciate you guys. We're out of here today. We're going to go read more about the new Garrett Vortex. And we'll be catching you guys really, really soon. Don't forget, come join us Friday night for our live stream. Check out the channel if you're new. A lot of great content on the channel, and we got a lot more coming over the next few weeks. So without further ado, we're out of here, but we will see you guys very, very soon. Take care, and I'll catch you on our next adventure. Y'all take care, guys. We'll see you soon. Peace out.